Siakam serve as the big men as they go small. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Launches it. And around this time of the season, we start to see some rotation changes. Doris, teams trying to balance player health while also staying competitive.
I think this is why the roster changes, having more players available via the G League, the bigger numbers, helps a team. You have a chance for more players to have a breakout season, to prove they deserve a bigger role as the season heats up. I love it, Brian.
Here's Tiny doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Greg.
Hey, BA, an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Here's Wiseman. And it's in there.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Wiggins from long range. He buries it from 3.
Now, sometimes Wiggins better off when he doesn't have to put the ball on the deck.
Trent outside. Pass to Anunoby. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Trent. There's the 3. Rebounded by Tiny.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Wiggins, no good. Toronto has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Van Vliet against Poole. And there's Van Vliet on the assist from Barnes.
Now, Fred Van Vliet, never afraid to mix it up, able to take contact and get the shot off anyway.
Here's Tiny. No good. Misses at the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Green at the 4 and Wiseman at the 5. Then it's Andre Iguodala. Then it's Jordan Poole. And it's Tiny in at the point. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Going all in, that was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack, it would not be denied.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats. And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
number 0. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
I think the thing I like best about Otto Porter, his versatility and long arms, because it allows him to impact the game in so many ways.
Porter hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Pass to Tiny. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Raptors. first chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
And they were able to come away with wins in both games last season. Impressive, to say the least.
And these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
And again, no good by Golden State.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want them to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look.
Fouls. You'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt, and it's Siakam in at the 5. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
To the paint. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
The first free throw is good. Achua's checked in for Toronto. Both free throws good from Barnes.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility. Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Golden State.
There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. Van Vliet, the pass to Trent. For 3. They get it back. Achua with the dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
You're trying to close that gap. It's going to hinge on plays like this one, creating high percentage looks right inside.
And Toronto calls time here.
Boy, when it comes to Precious Achua, guys, to me the talent is evident. A big guy who can contribute in a variety of ways.
Boucher's checked in for Scotty Barnes. To the inside, Boucher. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Golden State. Number 0. At the line for...
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Achua. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. Here's Tiny, guarded by Trent. Here's Tiny. And the Warriors with another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Inside, here's Green. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, Draymond Green can dole out as much punishment as he receives, and right there goes into the teeth of the defense.
Here's Van Vliet. And the Raptors miss again. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The Raptors shooting poorly at only 28%. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Kuminga. Then it's JaMychal Green. Then it's Jordan Poole. And it's Tiny in at the point guard position.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. The Warriors also with a sub. Moody's checked in. 1:24 left in the fourth. Here's Flynn. Pass to Birch. Clock at 6. And Grant, as NBA players start to have more of a platform, we still hear those who say shut up and dribble. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's silly and it's unfortunate. And if you don't like it, then change the channel. With players today, matter of fact, everybody today has a voice through their social media channels, and it just so happens that NBA players have large platforms that reach people all over the world.
Yeah, don't expect the players to be anything other than themselves.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Warriors.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Tiny.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Tiny, no good.
I can't lie. I love to see that kind of physical play under the rim. He boxes out and claims the rebound.
Count that one.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Showing us that killer instinct right now.